What's up, A-listers? Welcome back to my channel. Thank you guys so much for watching. I am about to start a whole new skincare product review for you and for me, because it's really for me, but for you guys to watch and enjoy and hopefully learn something new along the way. Little backstory first, I have been very curious about the use of pimple patches where, you have these like little stickers that you put on a pimple and you just kind of leave it alone, and it's supposed to help it heal faster, help bring down the redness, bring down the irritation, clear up your skin a little faster. The makers of Mighty Patch actually reached out to me because they have this whole new product that they wanted me to try out for you guys. It's called Rescue Balm. And what it is it's a balm that you put on a pimple and it melts into your skin and it relieves redness and irritation. It brings back some moisture into that pimple and that dry area in your skin. Additionally, it actually acts as an antibacterial moisturizer for you to use after you pop a pimple, which is like exactly what I do. Every time I get a pimple, I have to pop it. I just don't have the discipline or the self-control to just like let it sit and heal on its own the way it's supposed to. So I pop a pimple, and then what I end up doing is I have to like jerry-rig a sort of Band-Aid for it. So what I do is I'll actually like put a glob of Neosporin on it, tear off a piece of toilet paper, put that on there, and that's what I will sleep with throughout the night. More often than not, I wake up the next morning and that little temporary patch I made for myself is gone. I mean, like what I have done, I guess, like kind of works. It's mostly for me to be able to just put makeup on that popped pimple the very next day. It doesn't actually like heal the redness or anything like that. It kind of prevents a scab from forming throughout the night, so I can put some makeup on it and then pretend that I have clear skin. So not only is this balm replacing my method of how I heal my popped pimples, it's something that you are actually able to use with makeup. So you put on the balm, you let it melt into your skin, and you are actually able to put makeup over it. Whereas I'm sure some other products are put this on your skin and leave it alone, don't put anything on top of it because it needs to breathe and whatnot. Rescue Balm is not that type of product. It's one where you can actually use in conjunction with makeup. Yes. I have definitely experienced these moments where I'll put makeup on a popped pimple. Oh, I know you guys are gonna hate me for saying this, but like I'll put makeup on a popped pimple and then at the end of the day I get home and that pimple is back because I just put stuff in my pores. I know. Don't scold me. I scold myself already for this. Yeah, I don't know. Sometimes it's like, do I want to have this big ol' inflamed dot on my face all day, or do I want to temporarily relieve it and try again the next day? Sometimes you just gotta pick your battles, and you know you're gonna lose either way, but which way do you want to lose? No one wants to see my nasty popped pimple that I just popped. So how you would use this is you put on a Mighty Patch on your pimple at night, you sleep throughout the night, wake up the next morning, take off the patch, wash your face, put on the Rescue Balm, and then apply some makeup, and then you're ready for the day. And hopefully at the end of the day, your skin is healing at a much faster rate than it normally would. So, I have 2 boxes today. While you can use just the Mighty Patch or the Rescue Balm, it's obviously supposed to work a lot better if you use them together. So they sent me what I believe is the Mighty Patch and the Rescue Balm, or the Mighty Patch and the Rescue Balm. Look at this, look at this. Hey hero, it's me. All right, let's see what is actually in here. In box number 1, I have the Mighty Patch Variety Pack. What's included is like 2 like big patches along with 12 medium-sized patches and then 12 like smaller patches for those little guys. My box of Rescue Balm. They sent me an additional Mighty Patch Micro Point for blemishes. So this is what you use if you feel a pimple coming on, so that way you can target it before it actually like comes up. That's the worst feeling, is like when you feel a pimple coming and you're like, I know I can't do anything until it's actually a full-blown pimple, because if I try to do anything, it's just going to make it 10 times worse. It's gonna scar, it's gonna take 3 times as long to heal. So hopefully that is what this is supposed to prevent. And additionally, how fun, 2 body cloths and, oh my gosh, oh, I love this. 3 revitalizing lifting masks for all skin types. Who doesn't love a free face mask? Or 3. That was just box number 1. I have no idea what's in box number 2, unless they just like doubled up on everything. How phenomenal would that be? Ready for this? Not that. Hello, hero. Oh my gosh. I got even more boxes of Mighty Patches. A Mighty Patch Original, a Mighty Patch Invisible, the Mighty Patch Surface, and the a second box of the Micropoint Mighty Patches. So I honestly don't even know what all these are. Oh, and of course, one more box of Rescue Balm. Mighty Patch, the original, this is just what you would use on any sort of regular outbreak that you're having. The Mighty Patch Invisible is actually something that you can wear throughout the day. The Mighty Patch Surface is like if you see a cluster of pimples forming, so that way you don't have to put like 5 originals or single patches all over. You can just slap on a surface one and target all of them at once. And then again, for those ones that you feel coming on before they actually show up. Awesome freaking arsenal kit. Like this is going to be hopefully such a lifesaver going forward over the next week. I am hoping that I'm able to try out at least one from every single box, and we'll see just how well they work. I did want to mention one last thing too, is the fact that Mighty Patch is not just for your face. If you are experiencing breakouts on your chest or on your neck or on your back or anywhere else on your body, because sometimes I get little pimples on my thighs, what the fuck? Sorry, you can totally use this throughout different parts of your body. It is not strictly just for your face, which is great. Really excited to try that because I do still get little breakouts right underneath my jawline every now and then. I get some on my back because of, most likely from like sweating at the gym, even though like I shower, it's like, doesn't always help. And lastly, I just wanted to point out my skin's current condition. So I'm not wearing any sort of skin makeup. And let me come in for a close-up. You can see this guy right there. This guy right there is a little bit dry and got some flaking going around. And this side, that guy's a little dried out. Like these little spots, a lot of them are already pretty much healed. It's just that like hyperpigmentation that I have to worry about and fight off for the next like month. But there are quite a few little residue spots where the pimples were fairly recent and they're just kind of like slowly being exfoliated away. I've been getting some little like spots on my chest as well. I've also been like really stressed out lately with this whole coronavirus issue. Work has been very stressful, and I tend to break out a little bit when I stress out. And I've also been like stress eating too, which is kind of not, I know I shouldn't be doing it, it's not helping matters, but stress eating stuff that like I shouldn't be eating, but it's comforting in the moment because this is all a very stressful situation and it is contributing to me breaking out a little bit. So I am aware of like what's causing my breakouts. I know like it's gonna happen, and now I have some like preventative measures to help them go away faster and or even like go away before they even come up. So I'm really excited for that. So my plan is to tonight use the Mighty Patch on anything that looks like it's new and needs to be tackled beforehand. And then in the morning, I will wash my face, put on some Rescue Balm, and tomorrow will be like day 1 of trying this out. So excited. Okay, I'm ready. New skincare review is underway. Let's do it. Wish me luck, guys. Okay, really quickly before I dive into testing out some of these products, I was just kind of examining my face to see where it looks like some spots are occurring and seeing if there's anything new that might be coming to the surface. So I feel a little guy coming in right there, and then right where that breakout occurred, I feel one coming in right above it. So those are like the two spots I'm going to go ahead and target with my Mighty Patch. And you know, I might do one last once over in the mirror to kind of see if there's anything else I missed, but other than that, we're gonna just stick with those two for now. Ew, and one on my chest apparently. Wow, chest acne. Beautiful. So I'm gonna go ahead, wash my face with some Johnson's Baby Wash and do my routine. So for tonight, I'm just gonna use the original Mighty Patch and stick it on these two guys and that little wonderful blessing of mine, and see how it works throughout the night, and then wake up in the morning and check it out. The one on my chest, it actually like is a whitehead, whereas these two aren't. These are more like soon to be whiteheads. These do say on the box that it does work better on whiteheads, so that will be interesting to see in the morning how how this one works out compared to this one. I'm sorry, I'm laughing. It's just, it's so funny to be first night testing this out on frickin' chest pimples. Oh, awesome. And I just pulled this out of the box, and what's great is that this is completely sealed off, these stickers. It's in a completely sterile packaging, the way that you would find with a normal Band-Aid, which I love. It's not just like a piece of plastic with the stickers on it thrown into the box. It's got that extra layer of healthy cleanliness, sanitation, whatever factor that's thrown in there, which is especially important given what is going on in the world today. So I like that little bit of peace of mind that this was packaged with hygiene. That's not the right word. Packaged with fill in the blank in mind, so. Right off the bat too, these like feel pretty thick. They have this like durability feel to it, and you know, it's almost like a rubbery type texture too, but color wise it blends in pretty well with my skin, even though these aren't the invisible patches. I like it. It feels like it's gonna stay on throughout the whole night. And oh, one more. Whitehead be gone. Oh, guess who just found another one? Lovely. So I have one right there, one right there, and then two right here. I don't really feel it on my skin. It doesn't feel like there's anything actually sticking on my face right now or on my chest right now, which is awesome. Yeah. Oh, it doesn't feel like I'm wearing anything. I sleep with the mouth guard at night, and sometimes I have a hard time falling asleep because I'm just so acutely aware of the fact that there's something in my mouth, and just that notion makes me have a hard time like being able to focus and fall asleep. So I am glad to know that this isn't like, the fact that there's something sticking on my face isn't going to keep me up throughout the night. Sometimes I have a hard time figuring out if like the little white speck I see on my skin is from a whitehead or if it's just like dry, flaky skin from a previously popped pimple that's just been healing for a week or so. So I'm excited to see how well the Rescue Balm works in actually bringing back moisture into that popped pimple, so that way I don't just keep like picking at it and pulling skin away and doing all the things you're not supposed to be doing. I'm human, like, what can I say? So this will be interesting to see. And in the meantime, I'm gonna go sleep, and I'll see you in the morning. Oh my god, I hate mornings. Alright, so I just took off my patches and excuse me, morning voice. Ow. Anyway, I just took off my patches and they don't look or feel any worse than they did last night. That one and that one. It's kind of hard to see, but there is like a little bit of a whitehead that's still there. However, it's also not bigger or worse than it was last night as well. I'm just gonna wash my face and get ready, put on some makeup, and of course put on some Rescue Balm before I put on makeup, and check in with you guys later tonight. Wow, this is not a pleasant sound. Okay, first time using Rescue Balm, and my initial thoughts, it's white. I thought it was gonna be clear, but it's not, it's white. And it's a little thicker than I was expecting. Not in a bad way, but just in a, okay. So with that in mind, because it is a little thicker, you kind of have to like rub it in a little bit more, but it, you know, it does what it says it does, and it melts into your skin. And there's no smell to it. It doesn't have like this heavy chemical, skin irritating type smell to it like other products have or would potentially. So I'm taking that as a good sign. But in the meantime, I'm gonna, while this setting on my skin, I'm gonna brush my teeth, do my makeup, get ready for the day, and we'll call it that. Before I could finish getting ready and show you guys the full picture. You suck. But voila, here we are. Semi-clear skin, pretty much clear skin because I'm just that good with my makeup jobs. But yeah, that little guy is definitely turning into a pimple. We'll see how he shapes out throughout the rest of the day and tonight. And I'm realizing this morning I probably used the wrong patch on it. I probably should have used the this one instead of the original, since it was kind of a pre-pimple versus a full pimple. So that's my mistake, but you know, this whole process is a learning process. So now I know better for next time, and I'm off to work. Check back in with you guys tonight. Okay, end of the first date, so let's go ahead, take off some of the makeup I put on this morning and see where we're at. Looking in the mirror, it doesn't look like it has gotten worse than what it was this morning. So that's a good sign. I'm taking that as a good omen, and basically I'm just gonna keep doing what I did last night and this morning and see how things start to shape up and improve over the next few days. I'm pretty good, so cool. Totally almost forgot, but I remembered I had a couple little guys on my chest, so I was just checking that out, and where was it? I think that's what it was. And that other guy, I don't even know. I don't even know where that other guy went. So these little guys are going away, pretty much gone, because I can't even find them anymore. Cool, okay. Final update for tonight. Going to bed, losing my mind. Good morning, boys. Today I want to try something a little bit different. I want to do a little bit more of a no makeup kind of approach today, just because I'm tired and being lazy, and everyone at my work is gone working from home, so who do I have to impress? I am going to actually use one of the invisible patches today on that guy right there. As I was getting ready for bed last night, I saw him kind of start to surface a little bit, so I actually went ahead and used this guy on it, and I'm going to continue trying to prevent it from turning into a full-blown pimple by wearing this for the day with this. So let me unbox this guy and let's see what it looks like. Where did I go? Right there. This guy's a little different than the regular Mighty Patch because instead of it being all like one solid color, so there's like the Mighty Patch center and then the invisible clear ring around it. I'm just gonna wear that for the day. I am gonna put some makeup on those guys though, and since I already put on my Mighty Balm, so I have like less red spots. But I'm also just kind of, even though like there are spots in my face that are pretty much like gone and for the most part healed, just aside from the redness, I decided to go ahead and just put some Rescue Balm on those spots because maybe the like medicine in that will help it fade away a little bit faster and give me a more even complexion. That's my new approach. Wanted to let you guys know. So we'll see if this works in a few days' time. I don't even know where to begin. I'm so excited right now. I have to show you guys this. Like, serious question though. I had a couple of ingrown hairs on my armpit. Spot number 1, spot number 2. Which one do you think is the oldest? I'll give you a hint. This bottom one I relieved 2 days ago, less than 2 days ago. Yesterday? Oh my God, this quarantine has my days and sense of time so messed up right now. Regardless, this is less than 3 days old, we'll just call it that. This top one up here is like 3 weeks old, and yet this one is almost as pale as this one right here. Check it out. I need to shave my armpits, but check it out. If anything, I think that right there just shows how amazing that this is working for me. And the fact, like I mentioned in my intro, you can use this on any part of your body. So ingrown hairs are no longer an issue for me anymore. I mean, I'm still gonna get them, but like having them stick around for weeks on end, not an issue. I'm wearing a little bit of concealer right now, but everything else too is fading at a much faster rate than it normally does. Things that are less than a week old are looking around the same color as things that have been here for weeks. So I'm ecstatic. And I have used everything that they sent me, all the different types of patches that they sent me, except for one. I haven't used the like super patch just yet. However, I'm gonna try it out tonight because I got a little cluster of pimples right on my chin. I got one right there, got one right there, got one right there. So instead of doing 3 individual patches, I'm gonna slap on one of those like big strips tonight and let it be. I can't believe how well that this is working. Like, this is by far, I think, one of my favorite skin products I'm trying out and reviewing. So I'm gonna continue. I was only gonna do this originally for 1 week, but I haven't had like a ton of breakouts to really test out. So I wanna continue seeing where this goes and where I end up. So we got a whole other week ahead of us, and stay tuned for more. Or just kidding, stay tuned for less on my face and my armpit and my chin and my neck. Seriously guys, over the moon, pumped, excited for how well this is working. So yeah. Obviously, gonna pop this and then wash my face and put on some rescue balm, but it's not as angry as most of my other whiteheads. Majority of all my whiteheads are in the past, so that's promising, very promising. Oh my God. Today is officially day 13 of me testing out the Mighty Patch with Rescue Balm, and I have no words. Literally, I don't even know what to say. So instead of saying anything, let me first show you where I'm at with my skin. I am wearing makeup on my skin. I'm wearing a little bit of concealer and some powder. And of course you can't do a big reveal without taking off all my makeup. So let's do that first, and then we can dive into really talking about everything I experienced over the last 2 weeks. My favorite part. Wow. I mean, if you ask me, my skin looks exactly the same as if I were wearing makeup. And if you don't believe me, look at how much makeup I took off my face. I don't even need to wear skin makeup anymore. Oh my God. It has been such a long time since I've been at this point with my skin where I don't have to cover up little red spots all over my face that aren't even pimples. They're just leftover pigmented marks from pimples I had weeks ago. Today's only day 13. It hasn't even been a full 2 weeks yet, and this is the result. Obviously, I am still getting a couple breakouts here and there. Like that guy popped up on me like 2 days ago. Caught him a little too late to like prevent the breakout altogether with the Mighty Patch, so it did happen, but everything else on my skin has faded in half the time it would normally have taken. So normally I would have a breakout and it would take 4 to 6 weeks for that like red spot on my skin to completely disappear. And with this, it's taking 1 to 2 weeks tops. The spots underneath my chin are almost completely gone, and those popped up on me about a week ago. And my chest is completely clear, thank God. This has been a godsend for me, seriously. This has been by far like my favorite skin product I have incorporated into my routine. There was a learning curve to this process, however. So let me just tell you kind of some of the stuff I learned along the way so that way you can learn from my mistakes. The sooner you catch a breakout that is about to happen and you're able to slap a Mighty Patch on it and apply some rescue balm onto it, the quicker it will disappear completely or not even like come to fruition. For instance, I had a little like spot on my chin last night. It wasn't a spot, it felt like there might be a pimple about to happen, and I wasn't entirely sure, so I just went ahead just to be safe, put a little Mighty Patch sticker on it, and I woke up this morning and it was gone. If you put on a Mighty Patch early enough in its stage, you can stop it from happening altogether. I learned this because there were some breakouts that were happening that I wasn't entirely sure if it was a breakout, and by the time I was like, oh yeah, this is a pimple, it's about to happen, it was just a little bit too late. Even though I did put on a Mighty Patch, it still became a full-blown pimple. However, it did not have the like angriness and the irritation and the just like general just I'm a pimple type feeling that it normally would. If I got a whitehead, it wouldn't be like a hot, nasty whitehead that was just trying to ruin my life. It was kind of tame, actually. And then even if it wasn't a whitehead, if it was just kind of more of a under the surface, kind of more cystic pimple and stuff, same thing. Like it just didn't form the way it normally would. Basically, with every single breakout I experienced, it was like 50% its full, like what it could have been, if that makes any sense at all. I hope it does, because this is like, how do I say I got a pimple but at 50%? I don't know. But that's exactly what happened. And then that was just with the Mighty Patch. And then when I put on the Rescue Balm, it faded in half the time too. So this guy that's on my cheek that just came up a couple days ago, it should be gone by next weekend, 100% gone. But on that note, when you're using Rescue Balm, you get the most effectiveness when you use it continuously every single day. So even if your pimple is no longer a pimple and it's still just a spot, you still want to keep applying that Rescue Balm onto where that pimple used to be, just to help it fade that much faster. And I learned this because some of the breakouts I had, I was putting on Rescue Balm for like a day or two and then I kind of forgot about it. And so it's still kind of there. So you want to make sure that you do continuously keep applying Rescue Balm every single day until it is completely gone. Like on my armpit, for instance. I got an ingrown hair about a week ago and I put on Rescue Balm for like 2 days and then I kind of forgot to do it. I'm still kind of forgetting to do it, but so the spot is like still technically there, but it could have been gone by now had I remembered to keep doing it, like everything else that was on my face that just cleared up. So the two biggest takeaways I could give you so that way you're getting the maximum benefits from each of these products is, when in doubt, patch it out. If you're not sure that it's a pimple that's about to happen, but you're like kind of on the fence, put a patch on it anyway, and then you'll wake up in the morning and be like, oh my God, this was a pimple, because it's completely gone now, and now you don't even have to worry about it. And secondly, apply your Rescue Balm every single day until that mark is completely gone. It took me about a week to kind of catch on to those two things, but once I did that, it made the biggest difference. And the last thing I do want to mention is the fact that I was able to use my Curology night cream with these products. It wasn't a type of situation where you have to quit using everything altogether and this is your sole skincare acne fighting regimen. And with using Curology in conjunction with these two products, I had no backlash. I had no backlash happening. My skin didn't get irritated. It worked really well when using both of them together. So I'm assuming that that means that you can use your acne fighting medicine with these, and it's just that like little bit of extra backup that you need. Oh, I almost forgot. One more thing I learned when I was using this was how the best way to take off these stickers so that way you're not compromising the sticker itself when you put it on your skin. When I was first using it, I was just like peeling it off with my nail, and then I realized each sticker is placed on a line and that line separates. So you can actually just separate that line a little bit further down the sticker so that way half of the sticker peels off that way, and then you can just pull it off and apply it on your skin. Because when I was first doing it and I was just peeling it off directly with my nail, the sticker would kind of fold in on a little bit of itself, so it wasn't like getting that full circle going on right there. Use that. it comes in handy, I promise. I'm so glad I tried this out. I will say I was a tiny bit skeptical. I did not expect to see these results in such a short period of time. Like that blew my mind, 100% blew my mind. But again, don't take my word for it. I think my skin is just like, that is the true testament to how well these products work. And I did get to use the entire arsenal that they sent me, and I don't have a favorite because they all work. They're all awesome. It always just kind of depends on what your skin situation is in order for you to get the most benefits from it. You kind of just gotta pick and choose your own adventure. It's great. And of course, you know, this is always going to be a skin by skin basis. So please keep that in mind when you're using these products. If you find a better way, better approach to use it for you, that's amazing. Don't take my word for it, because what works for me may not work for you, and what works for you may not work for me. We're all beautiful little individual snowflakes that require a certain personal approach when it comes to anything skincare related. But on that note, if you guys do try this out, I would absolutely love to hear your experience with it. I would love to hear your feedback. I would love to hear if you had your own learning process where you're like, I did this and this and this, and then I found out that this worked even better, or what I was doing before wasn't working as well, so I switched this up a little bit and I found better results from it. Would love to hear your experiences. These are amazing. I'm just gonna go on and on and on about how much I love these products, because I love them. They're so great. Definitely 100%, 1000% including them in my daily skincare routine for the rest of my life now, until I am blessed with that age where I just don't ever have breakouts ever again. Please. But until then, I will keep using them, and I'll never have to wear skin makeup again. I'm gonna save so much money on skin makeup, guys. If any of you guys do have questions that I didn't answer, definitely drop them down in the comments below, and I will totally answer them to the best of my abilities, because this is my own experience. I can only answer based off of what I went through, and this, yeah, that's just how life works. But anyway, until next time, I hope you guys are all taking care of each other out there and taking care of yourselves. Most importantly, put yourself first. But until next time, take care, guys. Oh, I have something in my eye. Don't touch your eyes, guys. Coronavirus, you know. I just washed my hands though, so we're good.